have this thing about where I sit. If I feel closed in, it's like elevators, or if when I'm in an elevator or a small planes, it happened to me as well, where I just felt so claustrophobic, like I was just. There's something about spaces. I'm very sensitive to it. So I'm sorry to ruin your perfect.
That's how you struggle with Jumbo Jet.
No, Jumbo Jet is fine. They use the big planes.
Safari Link uses small planes.
No, as in, like, I'm not joking, struggled. Like, I had a panic attack, and then every plane I would go in after that, I would just have panic attacks after panic attacks until I realized that it was also the size that mattered. So anything that,
So size doesn't matter.
Size absolutely matters. Oh my goodness.
So we're going to get started while Laboso's eating. In the way we're in Pwani Viungo.
Laboso, how's the
the spice and everything nice.
Everything nice?
The ball is amazing, man.
Yeah,
man. What do you have
I can
there?
see it in your face.
What dish is this one? Looks
this is
good
rice?
Though.
No?
Shameful.
It's not rice?
No, it's more of a. It's a wheat. It's cracked wheat.
Cracked wheat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But do you know what the rest is?
I have avocado. I have purple cabbage.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Vegan goodness.
Are you serious? You don't know cucumber?
Cucumber?
Jesus, is he really a vegan, this guy?
I don't know. I think he frets for the camera.
I have carrots.
Good one. That's the one I'm waiting for. What is that?
I know what that is. I think. That's mushrooms.
No.
No?
Wow. What did you read on the menu
What's
before
this?
you ordered? Cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Yeah. Okay. So long as you enjoy it, it's not, not so important what it is. So long as it's enjoyed, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're rolling.
We are rolling.
2026 Pwani Viungo.
Season 2 finale.
Season 2 finale. We are
Yes.
live with Tribearth.
It's been a long time coming. We're finally here.
It's been that long?
It's been that long coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're sitting with the lovely Summer. How you pronounce it properly? I know you told me once how you say it with the proper accent.
Yeah, Sumer.
Sumer.
Originally, but
Originally.
I don't know. Everyone just calls me Summer.
Everybody
It's
just
just
calls you
easier
Summer.
now.
Yeah, but it's Sumer.
Sumer, yeah.
Yes.
Like the Sumerians.
Sumerians. Okay, that's the origin, right?
Yes, that's the origin of my name, yeah.
Your people are from where?
I'm indigenous in Assyrian,
Mm-hmm.
and my ancient lineage dates back like more than 7,000 years.
Okay.
Those are the Sumerians.
Like
And,
Persian Empire days.
It's
Or
before the Persian
that,
Empire,
before that.
yeah.
Okay.
So we are from we are Mesopotamians, so basically from the region, Mesopotamia region, so Syria, Iraq, Iran, Turkey, many parts of that land belongs to Assyrians. Although we call it occupied land because we don't have a recognized nation state.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you've been in Kenya a long time, yeah?
Yeah.
How long you been in Kenya?
17 years.
Wow.
So she's a Kenyan.
He's Kenyan.
She's a Kenyan.
Yes. Hopefully one day. I need Ruto to give me that citizenship to really prove that.
The proof is in the body.
Yes.
Mr. Kasongo, she needs some papers.
Mr. Kasongo needs
Yes. Can someone please do me a favor and make an application?
Got you. So Tribearth, where did that name come from? What's the origin story behind the name Tribearth? It's a very catchy name, you know?
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think there's, tribe has been used so often lately. I'm like, okay, but I think at the core of it is really that we forget that we are really, all united, and tribe, that there's only one tribe, and that is us. It's everyone that's living on this earth, and we are all connected, even though it's very hard to it's very hard to remember that in this modern age, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it was very important for me to name to name it something that we can always remember, that we are all, you know, connected.
So when we strip away the titles and everything else, who is Summer?
Oh, that question. That question. Summer is somebody who is very passionate about the human experience. I'm very connected to animals and to people and to nature and humanity in general. Very passionate about social justice, and yeah, that's about it. Someone who's passionate about life, I guess.
When you look at, we've talked about Tribearth and the name. What do you feel the space has evolved into originally from how the vision started from?
Oh, it's evolved quite a lot, actually. The vision, you know, I just started Tribearth as a social enterprise. I was in Nairobi and running an NGO, and I wanted to shift away from the traditional charity concept. And I set up Tribearth as a way to focus more on economic empowerment and providing dignified employment to women. And so we did that for a couple of years through the setup of a jewelry training program. And so we did that for 2 years in Nairobi, and it's evolved so much since then. Now it's been like 6 years since we established Tribearth. But we moved from Nairobi to Diani because every time I would visit Diani while living in Nairobi, I knew that I needed to get out of that chaos and the, you know, madness, the wildness of Nairobi, as much as I can appreciate it now from afar. And you know, visiting the river, I really felt really called to the river. It's so sacred. I asked the ladies, excuse me, I asked the ladies if they would be willing to relocate if I moved the project to Diani, and I was so grateful that they accepted. So we moved, but this was in late 2019, and as soon as we moved, like not even a month, a few weeks after that, COVID hit. And it was honestly, one of those experiences in life where you're like, where do I go from here? What do I do? Yeah, honestly, if I didn't have Adam as my backbone, you know, just supporting, it would have been quite difficult. I had to continue supporting, you know, the ladies, even though there was, you know what happened during COVID. There was actually dead, and I kept trying to support the ladies for a few months, but it just became very unsustainable. Like this was me pouring from my own personal funds, and when that dried out, I actually had to inform the ladies, like, I'm really sorry. You please return to Nairobi, and when things change, we'll call you back. And from there, Adam, you know, really, when COVID passed and everything was up and running again, Adam's like, come on, let's just do this, reopen and everything. So we set up the project again, and 2 months. So we set up the training again, and from there it just evolved into the cafe and into what it is today. I just had an opportunity to be like, let's switch this up. Like, why not have a cafe with the jewelry training center as well?
So choosing to go straight vegan with the cafe, is that a personal lifestyle choice, or you're trying to? What was informed behind that? Because that doesn't exist here in Mombasa or Diani. Malindi, no place on the coast is 100% vegan. So what made you push that?
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I first set it up. I just looked outside the road one day and seen that that there was an opportunity to, offer offer some coffee, some food for guests while they wait for their jury. And because I seen that opportunity, because I always once I get a thought or an idea in my intuition, I just have to act. Like, it's just the way I operate, you know. And obviously opening up a cafe, I couldn't not have it vegan. Like, I've been vegan for 16 years, and it'll be against my values, against my morals. At the time, I didn't really consider so much, like, it's probably selfish thing. Didn't really consider how this would maybe impact the community. Like, why have food when there's no meat available? And, you know, our culture, we eat a lot of meat. So but I'm so pleased with how the community has embraced and what it's turned into today, you know. And so no, initially it was not something I really wanted to push on people either. Like, it wasn't like, hey, I want to start advocating for veganism in Diani. It didn't happen like that. It was simply because I just wanted to offer an additional service with the jewelry.
Understood.
Yeah.
How long you been doing the jewelry business?
So that's around 6 years in Diani, about 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 2 years in Nairobi and 6 years in
6 years,
Diani.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, when we having a discussion about this episode, I know African Husband and I wanted to focus less on about Tribearth, and of course we wanted to have your input, and you chose a topic on connecting our bodies and to oneself. Why do you feel this is the foundation to freedom and to true freedom?
I think it's the greatest act of rebellion against the matrix and against the system. If we are embodied and if we are connected to ourselves, we are less manipulated, and it's not easy to control people who are really who really know themselves. And if you look at wellness, in the wellness sector, we have the main it's the core 3 pillars are mind, body, spirit. And when you look at the body, we really focus so much on the nutrition and what we consume to nourish our bodies, or the strength we gain from exercise, but we completely dismiss the emotional body. And I think that's so crucial, so important, because again, if we are not in control of our emotions, we are subject to anyone that can manipulate us, and I think that's in essence like we will lose our freedom if we are just pushed and pulled in any way with any external factors. You know, once we embody like this real sense of who I truly am and connect to my body, then nobody can make those decisions for me. I know where I'm going, and so that's why I believe that that's freedom. Yeah.
Those teachings, that philosophy, when did you first start to learn about that? And how did that impact your life at that age?
I don't know why, but at the age of 13, I really dived into my spirituality, like trying to understand, I guess what we all say is, the greatest question, who am I? And but I think since I was 13, I was reading these philosophical books and spiritual books and trying to understand, just trying to understand life and how the emotions that I was experiencing and how I could make it a little easier on my life, and to other people too, because you'd see, since I was really young, I've always been so connected to or passionate about the social injustice and the suffering in the world. And it's like I had my own traumas, and then I'd see the world's traumas, and I'm like, okay, I need to understand what's happening here so I can navigate this world a little more peacefully and hopefully try to impact others as well along the way.
Are there any practices that you have to make sure you stay connected to your body?
I think it's like being conscious is a very big one. You like, it's not even one practice. It's like every little thing you do, like with the food that you take, the people that you're around, energy becomes really, and then the more that you practice all these different practices, the more that energy becomes really sensitive to you. But I think that the greatest thing that I practice is just feeling like the world is just totally, the system has really steered us away from truly feeling our emotions. And it's such an easy thing because we've got books and spiritual books. You could read so much about this practice and that practice, but if we can genuinely just sit with our feelings, and they say just 7 minutes, when a feeling comes to you, just feel it. Like as soon as it passes that 7 minutes, it's already accepted by your body. But we are so trained to dismiss it immediately, or maybe not dismiss it, but analyze it, and your brain comes into that and that discussion already, but if you can just simply just feel it and acknowledge that it's okay to, whatever it is, whether it's anger or anger, fear, sadness, grief, loss, whatever it is, you just allow yourself to feel it. And I think your body feels respected in that way. It's like, oh, she's hearing me, she's allowing me to feel this without having to put words on it, without having to understand it from a mental perspective, Yeah, so it's really, I think that's really important for me, I think, yeah.
So in a fast-paced world, what do you think we've lost when we disconnect from our bodies and intuition?
Wisdom. Wisdom. I think that's there's just so much intelligence that lives in our body that we have been systematically programmed to believe that that it doesn't exist, because we function mainly from irrational minds. There's so much wisdom in our gut, in our that's what we call our second brain. Like it actually controls so many of our hormones that we, and one of those important hormones is our serotonin, and this controls how happy we are in the world, So if we cannot be connected to that source, how are we supposed to manage how content we are in the world, And then you have the heart space, which is like one of the greatest electromagnetic fields, like it's such a strong energy. And if we connect to those two spaces, our heart and our guts, we will just be able to navigate this world so much more easier. There's so much wisdom, like I said, there's so much wisdom that you can gain from that. Yeah.
I feel like with this wisdom and what you're speaking about with the gut, how does conscious food help us to rebuild that relationship with ourselves?
How does conscious food excuse me, I think being conscious is really the practice of, not so much, we always tend to think that we need to start thinking of new ways or looking at food in a different way, but it's really not that. When you're being conscious, when you're trying to have conscious food, I really believe it's about eliminating a lot of things. It's not really about, I should start eating this and this and this and this. We're living in such a consumerism, society, that we have so many options, and that is so destructive to us. I think it's like it really is something that can cause a lot of harm. Like, we need to just simplify life. Like our ancestors knew this, you just like live simply, have simple foods, and so that being, it's just, I guess, another way for us to practice being conscious, and food is such an intimate relationship we have with food. We can practice that every single day by eating consciously, and every food has a frequency that once you consume it, it can really alter the way you feel. And I just spoke about how important emotions are, and so I think that's why fruits and vegetables, they call them the living foods, because they're energetically able to keep our cells alive and keep us thriving, whereas something like dead meat will not create, definitely not create that type of positive energy in our bodies. So, those are the.
When you think of freedom in today's society, what does that mean to you? Freedom.
Freedom. Again, I think it's the greatest act of rebellion. Like it's the ability to be fully sovereign in every choice that I make, and to be able to express and feel everything without it being controlled or suppressed or manipulated by external factors, and most importantly, if I have freedom, if I have freedom and other people don't, that's just an illusion. Like freedom to me means that we all have freedom or we have none at all. So
the great Martin Luther King said something similar to that.
Sorry?
Martin Luther King
yeah?
said something similar to that.
Yeah, it's so true. Like I could, because again, if we really understand that concept of being interconnected, and whatever happens to a mother out in a completely different country, and the suppression, all the injustice and inequality she faces. If I allow that, or if I'm good with my freedom and I say that's okay, then I'm allowing a system to behave that way to people, and some way or another that thing's going to come around to my country and it's going to affect me. So not only is it important because I genuinely want other people to have freedom as well, but also it's karma. I'm allowing something that I don't want in the world, and that it will.
And that's what we're seeing happen in real time right now.
Sorry?
And that's what we're seeing happening right now in real time.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
a very big way.
Yeah, absolutely. So much horrific things are happening in the world right now.
Well, you gotta stay positive, look on the positive side of life.
Absolutely. I think staying positive, but also not denying that, we have to really accept that this is the world we live in. And on a more spiritual level, I think we have to understand that everything that is happening externally, maybe this is a bit hippy-dippy, but I truly believe it. Like it's a reflection of what's happening inside of us. There is wars happening inside of us, and that's the disconnection to ourselves, the war that I'm having with my body, the war that I'm having with my my mental space, and as a reflection I'm seeing that happen to people out there, so then the universe can reflect back to me this is what's happening, and it's giving me an opportunity to see that as an injustice, but also see all right, if I'm just a reflection of everything, of the world, is a reflection of everything that's going inside of me, then what do I need to work on? And if we all did that, rather than just see it as just an external thing, I think we could definitely make an impact, on a spiritual level.
Golden age.
Yeah.
Thanks for sitting down with us. I know
welcome.
It took a little kicking and dragging and screaming.
Oh, you have no idea.
She said no at first, and then she confirmed.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate
grateful
that.
for that.
Really, really appreciate that.
Thank you for sharing these gems. We need you back again for these
really?
more of these gems.
So I knew it would be deeper. I know you're a deep thinker. You can't go surface questions.
No. I can't converse with people if it's not about such conversations. I knew I had to accept, number one, because it's Labosa and you guys and your family, and and also it's really important. Like I see in your questions, and I'm like, these are such really important questions, and why shouldn't I should just bite my insecurities a little bit, because I talk about this to customers, to my friends, and I'm always raving on about this. Why I should be able to just put aside my insecurities and share it with you guys and your podcast. And well done on that, actually. So I love your podcast. I think it's great that we have this in Diani, and I wish you guys all the best with that.
Santi Sana.
Yeah.
So when people come to Tribearth, what is the feeling that you want them to leave with?
I think it's obvious to say, to feel at ease, to feel connected to nature, and to feel connected to humanity and being conscious and ethical and all of that. But I think hope is what I really want them to believe. It's so hard to imagine a world that this can exist in, this type of lifestyle, this way of living, to slow down and be conscious of what you're eating, that it can exist in such a crazy, chaotic world, like this modern world that we live in. But I just hope that when people come here and, that they can see that, okay, this, I have a little bit of hope that there's spaces like this that it can exist and give me an opportunity to, and I think hope is really important because there's an Afghanistan human rights activist, forgot her name, shameful, but she talks a lot about hopelessness and being a pessimist as a luxury to the privileged, because to the suppressed, they don't have that privilege to have hope. And if I'm to be somebody who's advocating for inequality of people who go through this, then I must also be aligned with that type of mentality where I don't, we should have hope. If the suppressed don't have any other choice but to feel hopeful, then why couldn't I? I have no reason not to be, hopeful.
At bare minimum, you need hope. At bare
absolutely.
minimum,
So I just really, this can happen. This is the way that our ancestors lived. We can most definitely slow down and reconnect to ourselves, reconnect to our bodies, and have that sense of community and everything that we offer here at Tribearth. Yeah.
So for y'all coming down to Diani on vacation, make sure you leave your hotel, your Airbnb.
Yes, please.
Check out Tribearth.
Yeah.
Different food than what you're gonna get at other establishments down here in Diani. Different vibe, different energy. And if you happen to be here on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night, you might catch a party going down.
That's right.
So make sure y'all pull up.
Yeah, show some love at Tribearth across all social media platforms. We're gonna put the link over there. I'll follow them up. Yeah.
And make sure you get some of the jewelry. Are these your pieces or those?
These are my inspiration. My individual, antique pieces that I get inspired from.
Got you. So make sure you check them out. Get some jewelry, get some food, get some Boona, some popcorn. Cauliflower. The Buddha bowl. That's the Buddha bowl?
Yes.
The Buddha bowl.
Yeah.
Cauliflower.
Yeah.
Thank
Did you enjoy that, Luboso?
I did. I'm
Yeah.
still
You're still
munching
going,
on
huh?
it. Still going.
He wants us to stop talking so he can
I'm
finish
still going.
eating.
It's just like,
He's like,
come
hurry
on,
up,
give
hurry
me
up,
this.
hurry up. But thank you for coming through. This is Pwani Viungo,
That goes to Spice.
Season 2
Finale. Yeah.
Big up to Raheem. He did a dope set here earlier at
Yeah.
Tribearth.
Yeah.
Look out for that. In Season 3, we got some special things planned.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in for that. You know what I mean?
This one is gonna be more outdoorsy. That's what we're
More
planning.
outdoors.
More outdoors.
More adventures.
Yeah.
We did a lot of sit-downs this season.
I don't think there'll be much sit down for Season 3.
We're going to be outside.
We're gonna be outside.
Yeah, a lot of water. Just put it that way.
Before I let you guys go, I sent you some messages. Just check on your phones,
Okay.
please.
Check on your
Why
phone.
be so mysterious?
I can't check my phone, so
Oh.
let's give you this.
You
What's going on
Okay.
here?
Oops. How am I supposed to do this? Or how would it?
Can I hold your mic?
Share one word each that defines the 2026 season. Growth, roots, connection, or example.
I have to share one?
Yes. Share a word that defines the 2026.
So Loboso's pulling tricks out of his hat. Last minute sending us
I
messages.
think my word would be embodiment.
Embodiment.
Like in
Embodiment.
just, yes, because I spoke so much about how we have to connect to our
Yeah.
bodies. So just really embody everything that is really authentic to us. So when we are sharing with people, it's done, like in the most authentic way.
My word would be enjoyment.
Oh, you know what's so funny? I was like, fun. I was about to interrupt you and say fun. And you're like, enjoyment. Oh, that's so nice.
Enjoyment.
That's so, yeah.
You know,
Yes, it's,
we're all going
yeah.
through things in life.
absolutely.
So much is
yeah.
going on in the world.
Yeah. I think we're done healing. Like, let's just enjoy.
Just
right?
enjoy.
Like they say, like we've done that
Everybody's
healing.
on this healing journey, healing. When do we stop healing? Just
Absolutely.
be healed.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Let's enjoy life a
Just
little.
enjoy,
Let's
you
dance
know?
more.
Let's dance. When the music hit, you feel no pain.
Yeah.
As the great Bob Marley said.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
So that's 2026 is beyond enjoyment,
Yeah.
Nice.
regardless of what's going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
For you,
Balance.
balance.
Yeah.
Balance it out.
Balance.
Okay, what are we balancing?
Yeah, I think just everything.
Everything.
Yeah, just balance.
The good, the bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
balance.
And then you say here, what are you releasing from this season?
Yes.
And what are you calling
Okay,
in
so
for the next?
Well, what am I releasing?
Yeah, what are we
And
releasing?
calling it for the next.
And calling it for the next. That's a deep one right there. You gotta really think on that. I'm gonna have some popcorn. Think about that one. What am I releasing? That might be a secret.
Well, I mean, it's so typical to say fear. Like, 'cause I
Yeah.
did that today. You know, I tried to release my insecurities and fear. I've started the year off right?
Yes, that's how.
Hey.
Yeah.
So- So fear. You're releasing fear. We'll go with that.
yeah, I'm releasing fear.
And what's the one? What are we calling in?
What are you calling in?
Lavosa with the thesis questions.
Jesus Christ. What am I calling? More dancing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Enjoyment.
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 Calling in enjoyment.
Yeah.
For sure.
More dancing.
I think for me, what I'm releasing more is I feel like 25. I consciously and subconsciously allowed a lot of boundaries to be crossed. So
It's a good
for
one.
me, it was just like, releasing that and like with the boundaries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm calling in, that's a good one. I haven't thought about that one. Yeah, but it has to be in line with balance.
Balance.
Yeah.
More people to respect.
Respect the boundaries.
Yes,
Respect the boundaries.
That's
Respect.
it.
I'm calling in respect.
Come correct and come with a contract.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I love that. That's
Yeah,
healthy.
Yes, for sure. So
Amazing, yeah.
What am I releasing?
Yeah.
Anything that don't serve me.
Mm.
Yes.
And that could be lots of different things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you should do the same.
Yeah.
And what am I calling in? Just more love, more prosperity.
Yeah.
And that's not really financial when I say prosperity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We can live. We don't have to be rich to be prosperous.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you feel rich now?
Born rich. Rich in blood, rich in spirit.
Yeah.
You know, richness for the people, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how we define rich, you know?
Yeah.
Of course, we can't be broke on this planet.
Nuh-uh.
Poverty is not a thing.
Bringing that abundance. We're not, dismissing no abundance.
Yeah, no. Bring on
Yeah.
the abundance, prosperity, and love, but,
Yeah.
more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And more views and likes and subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel.
Please do.
That's what we call it. Support
Yeah.
the Pwani Viungo
Support.
movement.
Yeah.
Yes, every time.
Yeah.
The Bosa with the monkey wrench with those questions, but I think that's good though.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Thank you again.
Yeah.
She's dancing. More
Yes.
dancing, more enjoyment for 2026.
Yeah.
Catch us outside somewhere, do something fly.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm the Nomadic Rasta.
African Herbs Man,
Summer soul.
Summer Soul in the building. We are live, Tribearth Diani, season 2. That's a wrap. Catch
Yeah.
you on season 3. And we're gonna ride out with the hottest song in the world right now.
I think 2025 hottest song for 2025.
2025 or
Yes.
2026?
No, I think because it came out 2025.
Yeah,
I think for me that was the
but it
hottest.
blew up at the end.
Yeah,
at
the
end.
end.
But this is gonna be the hottest song for this year too.
Okay. Morocco.
Pwani Viungo.
That's Coastal Spice.
Everything nice. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Peace.